Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Minimal Cards YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a Pokemon business overview. The date is May 23rd, so we're almost halfway through the year, and I wanted to give an overall update, tell you guys what I've been doing, some plans for the future, and just some overall numbers and maybe tips to help you guys along the way if you want to start a Pokemon business. But if you're new to the channel, I always got to say this, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. All the numbers in this video I am being legitimate with. I really hold myself on that, and I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to track this along the way and hopefully teach you guys how to run a business, start a business with Pokemon and TCG. It's been a learning curve for me, so I'm trying to help you guys along the way. And if you have any questions or want to drop some comments, drop some feedback, criticism, I love seeing it in the comments. It really helps me. It really helps me make some changes to my business and even on my social media. So I really appreciate it. Now, getting into the business or the current state of it, I want to talk about the importance of social media. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to talk about. I feel like I'm going to say this in every video that I do along this journey. I just think it is so important. First off, I love social media. I'm not saying that like I'm addicted to my phone. I'm saying the algorithm, the science behind it, everything behind it. It's just fun to me. I love editing videos, doing graphic design. And one thing I've noticed is the more you push on social media, the more business you're going to bring. And that's just business 101. It's basically e-commerce, besides the website, which I don't have one, but I would love to have one. If you can grow and consistently post on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok if you want to, you're going to see a change. Something for me over the course of the last month is I've been really pushing my socials. I wanted to see how far I could push my limit and make as many reels and shorts and videos and posts and stories and just consistently be putting myself out there behind the camera, which I've become a lot more comfortable with. And I really recommend if you can put the effort in and the time in, which it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of time, I highly suggest doing it. If you're comfortable behind a camera, start a YouTube channel. If you're comfortable going to shows and talking to people, man, do it. There's so many good people in this hobby. I could not recommend it more. You're going to fall in love with it. You're going to see the feedback, the comments. It all starts feeding into it, and then that kind of relates into your business. And if you get a strong backing behind you, it can really help you. If you go to my Instagram, you can see the highlight. It's my Poke Business highlight. It will show you every sale I've made, every delivery I've made, anytime somebody's posted my logo. I show it all because I'm trying to be very upfront with it, and I want to show this is what I do. This is every day. I'm focusing on it every single day, and that's my biggest thing. If you can get behind social media, I really, really recommend doing it. Build your network, man. It's awesome. It's great. I rarely meet anybody that I don't like talking to or have a good conversation with, so I highly recommend it. The community is great. Now, another thing that I've been really focusing on is inventory. In my last video, I talked about how I've had, really good success holding inventory and rotating it weekly. Well, that's kind of changed over this month. I have one card right now, which hopefully will end up actually being a giveaway over on my Instagram. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but that's it. That's literally all I have, and that's been a struggle for me. Again, it's just something I'm running into, which I think I have a solution for. I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But right now, having that inventory struggle, the more I can buy, the more I can sell. And I kind of look at it as money burning a hole in your pocket. I don't say that in a cocky way. I'm just saying, if you're trying to spend money to make money, if you're not buying inventory and rotating inventory, you're not seeing any profit come in, and that's just how business works. So for me, buying consistent inventory means I'm selling consistent inventory. If I'm not buying it, then I'm not putting myself out there. I can't make the social content with it. I can't make the pictures with it, the posts with it, whatever you want to do, the stories, all of that. So there's it even goes past just making the money. There's so many things that factor into this business that you consistently need inventory for, and that's something that I really want to focus on. Some things I've been trying: Facebook Marketplace, yard sales, really going to shows, and actually putting the camera down sometimes to really focus on actually searching through the binders. That is something I don't know why I just never do, and now I have, and I've been diving into binders because I didn't realize until I started posting raw cards how many people actually want to finish their binders, and which is awesome to me. This is just a part of the business I've been missing, and now I'm obsessed with it. I love the master set idea. I actually just ordered almost 80% of a Crown Zenith one, and I'm really excited about. So yeah, inventory management, that's just something I'm going to start really focusing on. And I'm hoping next video I can tell you guys how the binder searching, the yard sales, the Facebook marketplace, the posting that I'm buying all the time, that's definitely been a big key for me. With all this being said though, whether it's your network, your socials, your inventory management, it all comes down to the business side. When you look at that, as much as I love to collect, I've said this to everybody, the only cards that I genuinely keep are Ditto, Psyduck, Snom, and then cards that I pull and grade myself. That's just how I run my business, and I think that's how I run my collection really well. Plus, I like promo cards if they're sealed, so I'll buy those sometimes too. But to get into the number side of things, in all fairness and truth, year-to-date sales, we've done $26,483 in sales. So that is total number, total sales. You know, obviously you buy inventory, there's fees, everything. So that is a total number that we're going to base this off of. My fees and expenses are at $3,511 on the year. So that goes from eBay fees, sales tax, shipping materials, anything. Generally, my shipping costs is down to 25 cents for packaging material. So that's tape, the do not bend stickers, which if you guys ever order from me, you will see it on every single package because I think it's an awesome sealant for that. Highly recommend. Rubber bands. I like to wrap my cards in rubber bands now compared to tape because I don't like the tape getting on slabs. It's just, I get it, it's in a sleeve, but like still, I don't want to ruin the sleeve either. I want people to get a good presentation on it. Stickers. So I throw one of these in almost every package if you ever order from me, and then just top loaders in general. But I have it down to 25 cents. I don't know all the math behind it, but even my bubble mailers, which I order in units of 1,000, like you have to do that in order to get those margins down. So that is going to go with the expenses. And then total pay this year, what I've actually paid out of my business is $20,398. So when that leaves everything behind, year-to-date profit is $5,636, which is absolutely incredible to me. I am very proud of that number. If you guys follow my Instagram, you saw that I posted my year-to-date goals, and one of them was my profit goals for my business, and it was $5,000 for 2024. And we're only in May, so that means, you know, there's a track that I want to stick to, and if I can hit it, that would be unbelievable. But with all that being said, as much profit as I'm making, what's the margin? It's 27.63%, which is awesome. At the beginning of the year, I remember saying my goal was to get it over 20%, which was the ideal number, and we're at 27.63. So I'm fully happy with that. I could run with that number forever and be extremely happy. And then to kind of go with those numbers, I have to show proof of sales just to show them. But something I'm going to recommend is you have alt arts, you have PSA 10s, and any vintage hollow card that's a 7 or higher in PSA. I really recommend that's where you look to buy. Work your way up. Start at the binder cards, start at the dollar cards, just like I did. Flip those $5 cards, you know, that maybe you get for $1. Flip them all the way up. There's a pyramid to this. I said that in my last video, and I stand by that. There's a way to do this, and do it slow. Don't go dropping $2,000 on a card and starting your Instagram and thinking you're going to sell them. That's just, that it's not a smart play. I'm just looking out for you guys. You got to build your way up, and that's what I did, and I really recommend starting with the $5 cards and then flipping into the $20 cards, then the $50, then the $100, and it works its way up. So some example sales. The number one sale that I am pumped about was the Moonbryon from Evolving Skies in a PSA 10. I bought it for $1,100 on the last video, and I sold it for $1,387 after fees and shipping, which was an awesome success on me. That is the biggest card I've ever sold in my life. So to be able to move something like that, I'm really pumped about. Another one was the Charizard from 151 in a PSA 10, the SIR. I paid $251 for it. There was a sale after everything. It was $300, or I think it was $297, but I think I wrote $300. And then another one would be the Bubble Mew from Paldean Fates in a PSA 10. I paid $189 for it and sold it for $230. So these are just examples, but volume-wise, I believe we're close to having 600 total units sold this year. I think it was around 400 graded cards and about 200 raw cards, and that was like lots too, so like I'm sure it's more than that, but usually when I sell a lot, I just add up what I paid for each card and put it in a little lot in my Excel document, and then, you know, to say what I sold it for and all the fees and stuff. But those are going to be the examples that I wanted to show, just, you know, to have proof of concept. Again, you can go to my Instagram. It's all highlighted on my stories. You'll see my life highs, my Poke business, my sports car business, which I don't really show on camera, but I still do. And yeah, you'll see everything behind it, even all the packages that I send out. I love posting that stuff. It's like a job well done. That's kind of how I look at it, and I love sharing it with you guys. Anything you guys want to ask in the comments, though, I really would love to see. Again, this is just one of those videos where I'm pretty much documenting for myself, but I love sharing this stuff. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm pretty much just going to wrap it up there. We're going to have the Connecticut EC3 Con coming up. So I think next week I made a how-to video a long time ago, and I think that's the one that's going to get posted. I actually made it the first week I started this channel, so it's an odd video, but it's going to go up just because there aren't any shows, so that's what's going to go up. And then yeah, I hope to see you guys commenting, asking questions. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you stick around for the other ones, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.